The night blossoms are abloom here in Okutama, but we're ready for the smell of burnt rubber. Nell, what are your thoughts?
So, racing in wet conditions. You can be quick, but corners that you could take fast in the dry may result in a slippery slide into a wall.
Well put, Nell. Not long now until we get underway with this Grid World Series event.
lap was a 2:20.1. Your teammates crashed.
The Grid World Series is at the Red Bull Ring for this weekend's action. I know the grid is stacked with talent. What can you tell us about today?
The Grid Track Day crew do a fantastic job making the road surface drivable, but in these conditions, tyres take longer to heat, drop off faster, so grip can be harder to find.
I know, thank you. We will be back soon for the start of the race, and what a race it's set to be.
Last lap, come on, let's get some races.
Hello, everybody, and let's make I Now blush by giving him a huge, warm round of applause just for being I Now. Excellent. So, what should we expect out there during this event?
We are hitting the streets in a big way this weekend. City racing is part of what makes the Grid World Series special.
Gonna cut in there. Looks like we are ready for lights out.
And the race is underway.
Your teammate has crashed.
for a big one. So, Einel, what can we expect from this track?
This is a twisty, turny sort of place, which means competitors must look for the optimal braking points to maximize speed out of those tight corners.
Thank you, Einel. Can't wait for this to get going. And it's only here at the grid. Alright, we'll get back to that shortly.